Who hasn't heard of Benedict Arnold? We know him as a trader, but he also was a gourmet. He traveled in the proper circles of high society in the 18th century, and today's meal is befitting exactly that society. Today we make lobster and corn fritters, braised veal chops, artichokes, and scalloped potatoes. So don't be a trader, join me for a taste of history. Let's get started with my corn and lobster fritter. I put the corn on the fire already to slowly roast it. Corn is perfect. Yep. You want to roast it a little bit to get a little color into it. When you grill corn, the sweetness, the sugar comes out and it enhances the flavor. The next step I got to do, I have some onions. And as I many times explain in my recipes, onions raw are okay when you immediately eat them. The moment you let it up, they have a tendency to spoil your dish. A little schmaltz in there and the onions. The reason I use schmaltz for that is you don't have to obviously use any kind of shortening. It just gives a nice flavor into it. So here we go. And again, that's a quick blanch. It's a really quick blanch. We really don't want to get any color into it. Next we're going to do right now is I have a potato here. And I already got a potato cut and blanched again. Because a raw potato would not finish this recipe. You need the potatoes that are pre-cooked. So all you want to do is you cut them in a small dice, and I literally mean a small dice. If you have everything done ahead of time, the assembly is rather quickly, comes together quick. So just dice it like so, and keep it aside until you're ready. And then just blanch them, a little water, just like that. Done. Obviously, onions are perfect. The onions are just perfect, just the way I want them. Remember, I want them just translucent, no color at all. They wouldn't be perfect for color, just like that. So I have the onions here. I have the potatoes next to it. So now I got the corn. I just want to just cut it off the husk, just like so. That would be it. And lobster fritters obviously takes lobster in there. So the lobsters are already pre-cooked. You can buy lobster meat ready. Most of the supermarkets nowadays have it. You can just get lobster claws or any lobster meat like that. Today on the show I'm using a whole big main lobster like that. Interesting, lobster in the 18th century was not really known as we know it today. Matter of fact, there is a memo that was sent from the director of prisons to his wardens saying, please do me a favor and don't serve lobster more than 3 times to the prisoners because it's inhumane. Mention that. So I'm going to take the lobster tail on this particular one and cut it open. Like I said, you don't believe it. You do not have to poach a whole lobster to make this recipe. But nothing but the best for a taste of history. You can just get it lobster meat, as I mentioned before. Any of the supermarkets, most everywhere you can find it. It's not a complicated thing. So what you want to do, you just want to cut the lobster in big chunks, like just about so. Really quick. You add this to your rest of your mise en place here, a little tray. And then, as you know, I love to cook with chives. Chives and green onions just have so much flavor that is just spectacular. So a little chive, just cut it in. It just adds tremendous flavor to this appareil. When you're going to see those, because we're going to put, when we make the mix, we're going to add in some baking powder so they puff up really nicely. So that makes it a little bit unique. The appareil is basically the mix, and the mix is like a pancake mix, if you will. So all you're really going to do is flour, egg, whole eggs for that, milk, and again, white pepper so you don't get no specks in it, and salt. Most important for this recipe, as you find in many of my 18th century recipes, is the nutmeg. Nutmeg gives just a unique flavor to it. So the nutmeg, you want to grind fresh, It just enhances the recipe tremendously. Here we go. Now comes something that you don't see very often, but you see when you make regular pancakes, a little bit of baking powder. And the baking powder goes in there so you want to rise the pancakes. Now we're going to mix it up. Make sure that it's not too thick, not too thin, like a little bit more of this. Once we have this all nicely whisked together, like so, we want to have a thick drip, as we call it in our lingo. Then go the herbs in it. And then goes in there onion, potatoes, the corn, and the lobster. We're going to take a wooden spoon and gently, and I mean gently, mix this all together. Why gently? Because you dice everything beautifully, and especially the lobster meat is also very delicate. You want to make sure that you don't mix it to fall apart. The consistency of that is just perfect. I'm going to use some little clarified butter and some oil. I want to be generous with the oil and the clarified butter to make sure that the fritters don't stick. If you do it at home, now what you would do it, put it in a non-stick pan and just cook it on the oven top until they're brown on both sides. Remember, everything in here is cooked short of the egg. The egg is the only thing that needs cooking time. The lobster is cooked, potato is cooked, corn is cooked, and it's seasoned. So follow me over to my stove, or to my heart I should say, and let's put the clarified butter on my pan first. You do that because you want to make sure that the salad's cooked out so you can take the heat. Let me get my griddle. All right. So here's my griddle. Now, the reason that you want to clarify the butter is that you have no milk solids in there. As you can see, it's completely clean. It almost looks like oil. The difference is, however, that the flavor stays the same. When you clarify, you can get the heat up. So many times when you see a recipe that says only oil, you can always use clarified butter. The flavor is better. So now all you want to do is you want to put those really unorthodox on your pan, like about so. Because what you don't want to do, you don't want to make them in any shape that looks like you already bought them in the store. The beauty about cooking is always to let it free flow. That makes it nice when the later's on the plate. Just like so. Look how simple, how easy, and how beautiful. That's what the 18th century is all about. I'm putting this on the fire. Now, a slow fire is very important for this one here. This is my 18th century thermostat control. Like you do a nap at home, I have a hook. So the hook is going to make it a little farther down, just so we're going to speed it up. Here we go. So I'll take that off here and put one hook in it. And go in there. And there we go. And now we let them slowly cook. And when they're cooked, they're baked, they're going to rise a little bit because the baking powder inside is going to elevate the flour. But isn't it a beautiful sight? My fritters are just perfect. They have risen the right height and they're cooked all the way through. Let's go get it and blade them up. Okay. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Look at that. Nice and risen beautifully. And the shapes are just what I want. Look at that. A little bit of dill in here. A little bit of chive on top, and then now you could serve that with any kind of sauce on the side. Who hasn't heard of Benedict Arnold? He traveled in the proper circles of high society in the 18th century.
As British troops retreated from Philadelphia to New York, one of General Washington's most trusted officers, Benedict Arnold, was given command of the city. Arnold took residence in what was later to become President Washington's house, the best residence in the city. There, in Philadelphia, he met and married the beautiful Peggy Shippen, daughter of a prominent judge. The Arnolds were part of Philadelphia's inner circle, living an extravagant lifestyle. Peggy reportedly loved the parties at the mayor's residence, Powell House. But things started to go badly for Arnold. He was reprimanded by Congress for profits he made selling Army property. Even his friend George Washington had a hard time defending him. Arnold became very angry with the new government, and as he stewed about his situation, his wife came to him with a plan. She had befriended a British officer, Major John Andre, during the time the British had been occupying the city. Maybe the British would be interested in speaking with Arnold. So Peggy Shippen Arnold arranged for the two men to meet, her former admirer and her husband, and thus a traitorous union was born. Maybe Peggy didn't know it, or maybe she did, but Major Andre was the head British spy. Together, the Arnolds and Major Andre hatched a plan. Arnold would request to be made the commander of West Point. Once there, he would sabotage the operations, rendering a fatal blow to America's military. True to plan, Washington made Arnold the commander of West Point and was on his way to visit him there one day when he got word that Major Andre had just been captured, along with papers implicating Arnold. Washington quickly dispatched soldiers to arrest Arnold, but upon hearing of Andre's capture, Arnold fled to a waiting boat and was taken to the safety of British-held New York City. Arnold commanded British troops in raids on Connecticut and Virginia. Even before the war was over, he fled to London, where he died in poverty, reviled even by the British whom he had served. Peggy Shippen's ghost is said to still haunt the rooms of Powell House, where her happiest years were spent.
In the tradition of A Taste of History, I just want to show you how the French veal chop, you do not have to worry about it. You can buy a veal chop ready, beautiful, cleaned at your local butcher, and matter of fact, many of the supermarkets with the meat counter have it readily available. What I've got here is again what the veal rack would be double of that and one animal. There would be only two racks on each side. As a matter of fact, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to 7 bones is all you would get. So mind you, out of an entire calf, you might have 14 veal chops. When you get it, obviously we turned off what we call the shin bone underneath, which means we can cut through it. If I didn't have that, I would have to use a cleaver to cut through. So now I'm going to cut through this in a real easy way. One. See how beautiful that is. I mean, I cannot take away from the early colonists of why they liked it so much, because it is beautiful eating when it's done properly. So all we're going to do, we take, and when you see recipes that the 18th century calls for, many times where they say use veal or ground veal, this would have been the veal that would be in there. What you do is you take the knife and you go over like so, and you take the skin and you rub it back, see, up to here, and then you trim it down. Now, this would be one chop. So you want to cut it on both sides. You cut the skin over here, take it down, you push it back. The same thing works with lamb and the same thing works with the pork. This is what we call Frenching. This is the method of Frenching. So when you go to your butcher and say you want a French veal chop, this is what you're supposed to get. In this recipe, there are a couple steps to it. And the first step we're doing right now is we want to sear off the veal. And basically what it is, we take white pepper. Want to make sure we don't get any specks in it. A little salt. And all we're going to do is add it into all-purpose flour. And we want to be very, very generous with the all-purpose flour. All right, let me get my Dutch oven. That's for this recipe. You need it really, really hot. Oh. Now, this is a real hot Dutch oven. Really, really hot. And the reason it's really hot because I want to sear the veal really quick. And when I do that for this particular recipe, I use oil or maybe clarified butter. I wouldn't. That's just a little bit of oil, then later butter into it. It's going to get nice and hot. You'll see in 1 second. There you go. And the other one in here. Okay, and the reason for that is because you want to close the pores of the veal. You don't want the liquid and the flavors of the veal to escape. Just do it like so. Look at that. Look at that. That's the beauty of cooking with Dutch pots. Look how much they hold the heat. Beautiful. Now it goes back in the oven for a little bit. Then we're going to add in the onions, the white wine, cook it down, and Parmesan cheese. And this dish is complete. Obviously, it does take some cooking time. Depending on your heat at home, maybe 40 minutes depending, but the easy way to do it is take a meat thermometer. The inner temperature comes to 140. It would be the right temperature. It's kind of medium. You don't want to cook it too much. Veal is too delicate again to overcook it. So now all I do is put this back on the fire quick. Not much time needed. All right. It's actually, when you compare it to other dishes, the actual preparation, once you have the veal chop done, it's not very complicated. It requires white wine, some good Parmesan cheese, in honor of Mr. Franklin again, and the dish comes together rather fast. The onions for that, you can cut it two ways. I will pre-cut some this way. You can also cut it in a julienne, which is just like so. You don't have to cut a dice if you like to see it. I just like the dice better because it cooks a little faster into the sauce. So since I cut them up this way, I'll just do a quick cut across. The veal chop is ready to be brought back over here. You heard it making a racket in the back. I also have a chicken stock that I already heated. Let me get a chicken stock first. When we call this dish braised, meaning that it gets braised, what it really means is that it's cooked in the same pan, its own juices. Now, don't have an 18th century fireplace like me. You put it in a baking dish and just put the whole thing together, one of those Pyrex dishes, stick it in the oven, and it's just beautiful. You heard the racket it's making over here? Look at that here. Look at that. It don't get better than that. Look at those beautiful. Just gorgeous. I put the onions in here. Lots of onions. The onion basically is what makes the whole flavor. There's also a French word for it, sous vide, when you cook lamb with onion. Onion and stock by itself is going to get the flavor into that. Here we go. Now we're going to top that off with the chicken stock. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to put a little fresh pepper, ground pepper in. We're going to close it up. And the fire goes 30 minutes, 40 minutes. So let's now concentrate on the accompaniments for the veal chop. We're doing a very simple potatoes au gratin, which is really simple. I like my potatoes with the skin on. Some people don't. The only thing is, if you make them simple, the scallop potatoes, you can just put a little cream on them, or you can make a little sauce. But cream might be the trick. So let me put this on the fire into my spider and let this go on a merry way. I think one of the most exciting vegetables there is, in my opinion. I like them. Everybody that I know likes them. Artichokes. So what we'll do with those, we just take off the bottom, like so. Important with the artichoke is, and you see a lot of people telling this all the time, you want lemon. You always want some lemon juice wherever you cut the artichoke so it doesn't turn black on you. Here we go. I feel like having 4 artichokes today. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now you can do a kitchen scissor and cut the leaves, or you can just take them down like I do. Peel them all the way down until you come to the heart, or you poach them like that. I personally like to poach them like so. So all you do here, I put a little lemon on top. Got my Dutch pot here. Want to put the artichokes in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put my lemon right in it. All it needs, water. There we go. Put this on the fire. They don't take long at all. Maybe 8-10 minutes max. And how you know when they're done? Really simple. When you take and the outer leaf comes off real easy, it's when they're done. You can also steam them, by the way. You don't have to cook them in water. I just like it this way, traditional way. Okay, here we go. Cooking in the 18th century was hard work. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at that. A combination of thyme, a little parsley, a little bit of basil. How beautiful is that? And again, any herb you want to put in there really makes a difference. Now I'm going to add some white wine into it, and it goes back on the fire. See what the flavor is like. Should have never stopped the 18th century, just kept it there. Okay. Okay, the artichokes is cooked. Oh, how nice is that? Beautiful. What I said earlier, if you want to know when they're done when the outer leaf peels itself off just like that. Just like so. This also inside comes out like that, and we're in business. Now, you can do that for today. For this, I'm going to cut them in half. One more. Same thing here. 1, 2, 3. My hands are asbestos proof, so don't worry about it. Here we go. And same thing over here. Just take your thumb underneath, go like so. Put out the. Okay. That would be it. I got some peppers that are julienned, and this really you don't need to. I just like the color in it, so I'm going to just take them and just quickly a quick chop. Like I said, you don't need it, but it's beautiful. The only thing I wouldn't do, that some people do, put too many other ingredients into the artichoke. The artichoke itself has a very delicate flavor, so you don't really want to mix that up. I have that. I have a little bit of onion, and I have some, for this particular recipe, some fresh butter. So I'm going to put fresh butter into my spider. That's getting warm in the back. Put some onion in there and pepper. Now you want to cook this down just a little bit. The red peppers that I like in my artichokes, I just want to wilt them a little bit, seriously. Not much more than that. So I have my artichokes, a little bit of parsley, and I'm going to put some pepper in here. Now you can call it braised artichokes or sauteed artichokes, either way you want to do them. This particular one obviously would be sauteed. You already cooked the artichoke first, so you just saute it. The flavor of the artichoke hearts, the paprika, the peppers, and the onion is just spectacular. So I want to just plate it up really nicely, just like so. The veal chop, which are ready, they're calling for me. Yep. You never know what you get once you open the lid like that. Just smell it. The veal chops are absolutely perfect. Parmesan cheese on top. A little bit of paprika and a little bit of parsley. This meal is as intense as Benedict Arnold, except we are not the traders. This is the real stuff. Look at this gorgeous potatoes. The gorgeous little gratin sauce. Here we go. Chop parsley over it. It's a little bit. Let me go. A little bit of paprika for the flavor. And a sprig of thyme. To Benedict Arnold, if you had more meals like that, maybe you wouldn't have switched sides, because we know what we're doing, culinarily speaking.